Good morning, afternoon and evening my crazies, and my name's Angela. I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady and today I am back with some more happy mail. Now I can't show you the actual mailing bag for this one because here in the UK you put the recipient's address on one side and your own on the other. So either way I'd end up flashing one of our addresses out. So let's go now and have a look at what was in the bag. I haven't actually properly sneaked a peek, I've just taken the insides out. Ew. Right, so this gorgeous package was from Sabrina, Melodieuse. Now, as I said, on the main package it has her home address on and mine on the other side, so I'm not showing that. But what I've got here is what is inside. Now I have had to do a bit of jiggery pokery because she did sellotape everything together. So we have got a card on the front and then the package here. I can see a chocolate. Yay, I'm going to get fatter. She's only done this because I said to her, I said, I'm going to try and lose some weight. And she said, why is that? I said, because then when I make jumpers, I can go for a size smaller so it don't cost me as much yarn. She sent me chocolate, no, full well. Me and chocolate. Gone in a flash. But anyway, here we go. And let's open the card and have a look. There is the front of the card. Isn't that cute? She says, hello, lovely Angela. Yes, just a little gift, so suck it up. And besides, and now you have some special something just for you, and I hope you enjoy it, with Sabrina and a smiley face. She is so cheeky because I've said to her, please don't. And she goes, I'll do what I want, you just got to suck it up, girl. So I'm sucking it up. So let's get into this bag and see what there is. Okay, so the very first thing up, I have actually pulled this out already. Went to record and realised I pressed stop on record. So I'm recording this bit a little bit again. Okay, but the first thing up is these McVitie Blissfuls. Okay, I've ripped the top off. But let's have a look what they look like. Ooh. They smell nice. I'm just going to sit here and sniff the bag. Okay, that's the left bottom cheek gained another £2. Let's make it match. That's the right one. But anyway, let's get back to these. Look how cute they are. Hopefully it'll pick it up instead of my head. Right, I'm going to pause for a millisecond because I want to taste these now. Crunchy it is. Right, I need to put them down because otherwise the entire bag is going to end up in my mouth in 30 seconds flat. Uh-oh, Liam's heard crunching. He's just come in and gone, is it for me? No, mister, not for puppy. I'm eating this one now. Right, so I've just finished that last one off. I've put the packet well out the way so mister can't get his hands on it. It's sitting on the floor so beautifully. Not for puppies. Okay, and next one out is a bar of dairy milk. Yay, as I said, she's trying to get me fatter so I have to buy more yarn. The next one up, oh, is the Cadbury's caramel. So thank you ever so much. Now that's the sweets and treats and power the poppy up, as I call it. If I'm snacking and I'm being naughty, then I'll eat chocolate as I'm crocheting. So I've just got to make sure I keep my fingers clean. Okay, the next one up. Oh wow, this is really pretty. Okay, I really should show you. It is a notebook with the letter A on it. Ooh, he's personalised. Okay, there is the inside cover. I'm not going to crack the binding at the moment, but that's the inside cover. And then, is it all the same? yeah. And then it's all aligned paper inside. Nice and sweet and simple. And once I've used the one that's in my book, in my crochet bag, this one will be moving in there for my next load of ideas. Got a little way to go, so as I said, this one's going up, it will go up there, and it will go up and stay safe until I need it. Okay, now here's the puzzling one. Right at the bottom of the placky bag, move the placky bag out of the way, is an orange thing, and you can see something through it. She's actually sent me yarn, so it's looking quite posh, poppy and posh. I'm not doing well at saving the paper, so I'm just going to give up and just rip it. But here we go. Look at the colours on this. Okay, so we have got 2 hanks of yarn. It's hand-dyed yarn. It's a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. There is 225 metres. Or 100 grams approximately. It's a DK wash, and it's a wash at 30 Celsius. And do not tumble dry, and lay flat and leave to dry. Okay, so that is the colour as it looks. I will show you the full thing in a minute. It is called Twinkle Toes, and it is from the Boar Ply Yarn Company. Now he is based over here in the UK. And he's been established since 2019, but of course most of you guys know him because of the other channels that he visits. So there we go. So we got 2 hand-dyed Boar Ply in the colourway Twinkle Toes. I'm sure must be a reason why she's sent me this one. I think I'm going to have to go and check. Back in a moment. Right, so I've just had a couple of hour chin wag with our Sabrina, and no, there is not a hidden reason as to why she sent me that yarn this time round. But again, it is lovely yarn, it's hand dyed, and I've got a few hanks from over in America, so it'll be really nice to see how the American hand dyed yarn holds up against the British. But that'll be a video for another time. Right, I'm going to have to go now because I've got other videos that I need to get on and record. This one wasn't meant. There was no plan for this one. It surprised me this morning. Now the other morning I came downstairs and decided I was going to cake up one of those beautiful hanks of yarn, so that when I finish this project here, I will then be able to get on and make something with that yarn. Now I'd even chosen a pattern. I had it in my head that there was a certain pattern that I was going to do, which was a shawl, and I was proper looking forward to it. So of course I start hanking up, unhanking the yarn and balling it up using my wool winder, thankfully. But the thing is, I found out quite early on that I actually react to that yarn as well. So now Sabrina had let it slip that she'd told Daniel that the yarn was coming to me, thankfully, so I didn't feel as guilty as I would have done normally. Now I contacted Daniel at stupid o'clock in the morning, knowing full well that he would be up because he stays up halfway through the night going on chatting with other people on their lives. So I knew he would be up, or at least fingers crossed he would still be up and awake. So I sent him a message explaining that I was having a reaction to the yarn, and could he tell me what he, number one, rinses the yarn in, because I'm also allergic to some detergents. So it was what yarn, what he had washed it in. Also, could I have the label information for the back of the dye and any other information that he had, so that I could check it off against other things that I know I'm allergic to see if I could find a link, because I was really hoping it wasn't down to the wool content itself and that it was gonna be the detergent. So I fired him off this message, and I sat back and carried on winding up whilst I was getting reactions. Yes, I was that bad, but I decided that I had to carry on caking it up, because I didn't know if I could tie it and send it in the post and stuff like that. So it was just a case of just keep going with it. Now for me, myself, my reactions are that my skin starts feeling very, very tight. So by the time I'd finished, instead of being able to stretch my hands out quite nicely and easily, it felt really tight. You know, like when you wake up first thing in the morning and your lips are dry, and it's that moment before you lick your lips to moisten them. That's how my hands felt. So they felt like they were coming inwards, and on top of that, it also felt like I'd stuck my hands in a bush of stingy nettles and sort of rubbed my hands around quite a bit. So wherever the wall touched, it itched. My nose was itching, my face was itching because I stupidly scratched my face or rubbed my nose. And of course, I think it's the lanolin in the wall that's transferred over to my hands, and then of course I transferred it to my face. So it was 2 hours of absolute torture of itching whilst I sorted the hank out, and of course I caked it up. So then it went into the bag, and then of course I was treating myself with Puritan and making sure I was taking regular stop breaks where I was dipping my hands in nice warm water and washing them repetitively. So at least I know that the yarn is nice and clean because there was nothing on my hands. Yeah, so of course I've fired off Daniel this message, and within, sorry, I'm just having a quick nose so I can get the facts exact for you. Where are we? Oh, got a little bit to read through. Yeah, so within a matter of, what was it? I sent that 3 minutes. Within 3 minutes, and Daniel had got back to me stating that he would send me the ingredients list, but also asked what colour I would I'd received as well, so that he could basically check that off just in case the dye was a different dye batch or something else along that lines. So he wanted to make sure that he could match that dye up to me, to the hank, and then to me, of course. Okay, so I gave him that information, and he went off and he got the ingredients list for me. Now he had that done within, what are we on? Where was it? Oh, I've lost it. Keep scooting up and down. There we go. So that was 10:25, and he sent me that ingredients by 10:36. So within 11 minutes I had the information I needed to be able to treat my hands and the reaction. So thank you ever so much, Daniel. You was super duper fast with that. And it also then meant that he could tell me whether he had used any type of wool wash, which he didn't. And so of course it meant that I was definitely allergic to the yarn, because the dye that he uses, where is it? He did tell me, but basically the dye that he uses is anti-allergenic and all this sort of stuff, so it definitely wasn't the dye. So I couldn't even blame that. I have to blame the wool. It's just not fair. So of course, because of that, it means that I won't be able to use any hand dyed yarns from future. Yeah, so during our whole conversation, Dan was absolutely brilliant. Found out as much information and did as much for me as he possibly could. And we ended up the conversation with him reminding me that all of his yarn contains wool. So of course I won't be able to purchase anything from him in the future. At this moment in time, you never know, he may decide to dye cotton as well, or dye acrylic. I don't know if that's even doable, but you never know. Might have given him an idea for a new range. But yeah, as I said, he had done absolutely beautiful. His reaction time was brilliant. I cannot say what his delivery times are like or his communication in any other way. I'm just really lucky that I had him on Facebook, so I could fire off that message super duper quick, because of course I'm no good with finding information out on websites and using all the other gadgetry stuff. I'm a Facebook girl. So rather than having it sitting in a carrier bag or in a Ziploc bag from now until eternity. I've decided to send it back to Sabrina. I have spoken to Sabrina and said that I will be sending it back, and it's not that I don't love the Happy Mail. It is solely because I don't want the yarn to be wasted. I want it to be used. So at least now, when she does get her parcel, she will have one that's already hanked, ready to go, so that she can then get on and make something absolutely gorgeous. So I wonder what she's going to be making. Keep us informed, Sabrina. Right, so that is it for me for today. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have an absolutely lovely day. So, as I said, I'm going to head off now. I will see you all really, really soon. If you can, please stay in and definitely stay safe. Ta-ra for now, everybody.